Okay, so you guys may remember me doing a video a while back talking about this old Tommy kitchen cabinet. And I don't remember if I told this backstory about this cabinet or not, but this cabinet belonged to a friend of mine, and he had passed away a few months back. And the house that he lived in, his wife had to move to another house, and so the house they lived in is kind of got some issues with it. But I ended up getting this cabinet from her, and I cleaned it up. I didn't paint it or anything. All I did was clean it. And today I got something else that belonged to them, and this was the biggest and heaviest thing I think I've ever had to move in here. And let me turn this other light on here. You guys can get a better look here. This is a Red Mountain Bee wood cook stove. I do have stovepipe for it. I do not have it hooked up right now. And I'm kind of waiting and deciding on how I'm going to hook it up. So, but this is it. I'll show you a little bit of it. This is the tool to clean out the firebox. This moves your grates, this end does. And then this end here will lift up your burners. And this is a 6-burner stove. And here's the burners. And this is a pretty clean stove. Get my flashlight here. I did clean this stove. Here's the inside of it there. Here's the grates. And it's a really clean stove. There's no cracks or anything in it. And that's where you put the wood in. That's where you get the top loading stove. Down here is the, you would think this would open. It does open, but there's a piece of metal behind it. But there's a little knob there that tool I showed you shakes. Come on, flashlight. We'll shake the grates. And there's your ash box. The oven, I've not cleaned the oven yet. Here's the oven. And this side here is a hot water tank. And we can get a better view of that by put this burner back. Here's the water tank. And that's where you would just fill the water, you'd fill that with water and heat your water to wash your dishes with after you use the stove. Pretty cool stove. It's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough. I spent, I know, a good hour and a half, probably 2 hours, giving this stove a good cleaning. Because this stove was filthy. I don't believe it has been used since at least 1992. It was still full of ashes. The stove just sat in the kitchen. They never really used it. It became a collect-all. And it sat right beside of their electric cooking stove. And this whole side here was caked in grease. But it cleaned up. This had a lot of grease on. This here was really caked in grease, but it cleaned up really well. I just used a spray degreaser on there. The top still has surface rust on it, right here. But I'm gonna get some stove black, and that'll make it look good. I went today to try to find some stove black, and the idiot at Lowe's didn't know what the hell I was talking about, and Rural King didn't have any either. So, I'm going to have to build a tool. This bottom piece here, you see there's 2 knobs down there? Well, I thought it was pull knobs, but they're not. You unscrew those 2 knobs, and that plate comes off. And that's how you get the Creosil from underneath the oven. And there's quite a bit in there, but I can't get nothing up there to get it out. I mean, I could, if I had a long enough tool for the vacuum, I could suck it out, but I just can't get the hose in there. You don't have a space for maybe this big. So, well, I might have to try to make something to clean that out. But that is a stove. I think I told you the name. It's Red Mountain Bee. So, yeah, that's my new wood cook stove. Like I said, I don't know yet if I'm going to hook it up. I did price a chimney kit today in Lowe's. And it's about $370 for a chimney kit. So, and that goes one that goes straight out that goes out the wall and then up. So, excuse me, y'all did. All right, just thought I'd share the moment. We did have a time getting this thing. Well, it was more easier getting it here in the house than it was to load it on the truck out of the old house. But we managed to get it, and it's cleaned, and it looks good here in the kitchen. And of course, I set my cast iron pan on here. It's got oil in it. It's what I cook with, so it's what I deep fry stuff in. It's my deep frying pot. So I thought, well, let me just set that on my new stove and see how that looks. I think it looks good. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a great night. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Later.